Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thanks so much for tuning in. It's Deborah here. I have energy update for the light workers and those in the ascension process. It seems to be, I'm starting to see how these videos are coming about. It's like higher self will present me with some experiences about, like I'll have a little, I'll call it an initiation or a little lesson, and then I'll meet people that the universe brings to me who are going through similar themes. And so in the last week, the theme is surrender. I'll give you just some quick examples. I went to the labyrinth last Saturday. I was really looking forward to connecting to the earth, and I had this expectation that I was going to have a similar experience as I did the last time. That's not what happened. What was my lesson during walking the labyrinth was going into the labyrinth. I had this expectation of how the labyrinth should be walked, because basically there are these two circles that intersect to create a Vesica Pisces, and I was expecting, okay, you start at the one where the sign says, and then you walk this way, and then you end up in the other, and whatever. That did not happen. And because I was resisting. I mean, when you're in the labyrinth, you're really supposed to be meditating, right? So I was meditating, but there was this part of me, well, my ego, that kept fighting how my soul really wanted to walk the labyrinth. My soul had a way that it wanted to walk the labyrinth, and I had this in the back of my mind. No, you have to walk it this way, otherwise you don't end up in the middle. And I need to go in the middle to meditate, and then I need to go to the female side after. If I had just, at the end of it, I wasted so much time, and it took me 3 hours to walk the labyrinth, and I did not have nearly as a mystical experience as the first time when I was really, I was really very, I just let go, and I didn't have any expectations, and I walked it purely from spirit, and it was transcendent, right? And so that was even before I'd finished walking the labyrinth. I got the lesson that I needed to let go and stop trying to control even how my walking meditation was going to be. And since then, in the last week, I've been helping two people, and the issues are the same. In one instance, it's someone with some financial concerns at the moment. This person was concerned about how they were supposed to get a large sum of money in order to complete like a charity project. And I had to kind of say, God, source knows better than us. We can put the request out there that we need a certain amount of money to finish this project, but we can't hold on so tight and expect that we know how to get that, because sometimes, well, not sometimes, in all cases, God knows, or Source knows better. Source knows better than us. Source is working through people individually. That's what our higher self is. Our higher self is sparks of God, and all of us have higher selves. And so God, Source, is working through each of us through our higher self. So it's like this. That's how everything can be so serendipitous, and so many coincidences can happen, because it's divine orchestration. So I kind of told this person, I'm like, please try not to control how the money comes to you. Just, you've put that out there, and trust that it will come, and when you need it. And try to get out of the way. This is also the way that spirit guides work. I've had a few lessons in this, because I'm a very dominant personality. I like to get things done, and this is how we've all grown up, is that you've got to, go out and make it happen, right? And then as you learn about deliberate creation, when you have your spiritual awakening, even more like, okay, I'm going to go and make it happen, because I can create it. But as you become more, and this is all about merging with the higher self, right? You're merging with your fifth dimensional self, with Source, is that you allow Source to work through you. You allow higher self to work through you, through impulses, through the path of least resistance. And that's by aligning yourself with your feelings and your moods, and knowing that you want to do things, working on your vibration. And spirit guides, will tell you this as well. I've had spirit guides get mad at me. Like, you ask us to do something and then you do it for us. You're micromanaging us essentially. It's like, if you ask us to do something, back off, let it go, stop thinking about it. They get a little, they're like, hello, we're angels, we're spirit guides, we can do the task you've given us. You don't need to worry about it, and you don't need to keep trying to take control over it. Take our job away from us. Either you give us the job or don't ask us in the first place. And that's really what they think. And I also find this like with dark night of the soul. So I have another friend that's sadly going through a really intense dark night of the soul right now. And, the comment that she made to me was, oh, well, I don't want to have to feel like I'm dying going through the dark night of the soul. I'm like, that's the dark night of the soul. If you didn't feel like you had everything at stake, it wouldn't be dark night of the soul. It can't be simulated. It can't be experienced at the level of mind. It has to feel like it's the end in order for you to get through it. And that's why you're going through this, is because you're also dealing with surrender issues. So I just told her, please just try to surrender. That's the only way to get through to the dark night of the soul, is to surrender. So allow what needs to happen, because that is where the magic will occur, and where you will find your release, and where you will be connected in full strength to your spirit. So in a dark night of the soul situation, you really do, like, it was even like a bad acid trip, all of your personality, everything separates, and you work all these things out on different levels, and you crack and you break, and then you go right back to source, and you get really aligned, and then you come back to doing what you were meant to do after your initiation, with a lot more unity, at a much higher vibration, with a lot clearer sense of what you're meant to achieve, and what your power is behind that. And I hope you really liked this video, and I hope it helped you. Let me know in the comments, are you going through initiation of surrender right now? Is this a topic for you? And I would love to hear all about it. Thanks for liking and sharing this video, and we'll talk to you next time. Bye.